Look at the Globe representatives here, lying and misrepresenting my claims. They can't refute me. They only get the same results as me, which prove the course the Globe's impossible. Because they can't accept that, they have to lie and misrepresent me and my claims. Very sad, lads, I'll tell ya.
Oh, he's still around. He's still in his crane. He's still trying to make that pendulum move.
For the record, Ranty, I've never tried to make the pendulum move. My claims regarding cranes and pendulums are that on a non-windy day they prove scientifically that the Earth's not a spinning, wobbling, oscillating ball doing ludicrous speeds in all different directions. Every test involving a pendulum proves that. Bearing in mind, if you're going to do a test yourself, the pendulum needs to be at least 2 meters in height, as you're supposedly replicating or reproducing a scientific demonstration that would suggest tower cranes can be dead still on a spinning, wobbling, oscillating ball, one that's doing ludicrous speeds in all different directions. There are no tests out there, Ranty, which is why you have to lie and misrepresent my fundamental claims. Because, of course, my fundamental claims, tested and verified by all, prove the Globe's impossible. Is this not registering yet, or what?
He came in like a wrecking ball. That's one thing, like, a lot of people can't realise, like, you know, they'll say, oh, fuck old pendulum, why isn't a wrecking ball, like, swinging around? And
again, the Foucault pendulum backs my claims. And no one says why ain't it swinging around? Because the Foucault pendulum proves the Earth's not spinning and wobbling and oscillating. The fact it needs magnets to keep it in motion, the fact it needs to be started, only backs my claims. What I state about pendulums swinging about is the fact that every demonstration, young man, involving a pendulum that's travelling shows it to deviate and swing. That's the whole point. And no one can refute that, which is again why people have to lie and misrepresent. Even your Foucault pendulum, as I've just stated, needs magnets and needs to be started up. The magnets then need to keep it in motion. It's just a parlour trick, fella. The fact you supposedly saw the truth and then went back to a delusion just tells me you were weak-minded and gaslit back into this. I remember ya. Used to visit my old channel before it got deleted. I remember ya. You were entertaining all the wrong avenues and you're still doing it now. The reason you're doing it, you've been gaslit back into this for no reason other than lack of confidence. Because there's no science there. And of course, because you can't refute me, you're having to misrepresent me. Come on, lads. Sort this out.
And that just again shows that you do not understand. Like, nobody ever said that it should be spinning around.
Mate, you don't understand. Every demo with a travelling pendulum shows it deviates from the plumb. My whole point. A demonstration that, of course, proves that the Earth's not spinning, wobbling, oscillating ball. The whole point is, all tower cranes and pendulums are dead still on a non-windy day. Impossible on a spinning, wobbling, oscillating ball when every single practical reference on this Earth involving a pendulum that's travelling shows it to deviate and swing. It's deviating from the plumb. That's the whole point. It's you who doesn't understand. It's you has to delude yourself so you can pretend you live on a ball.
Bring up the pendulum as evidence of Earth rotating, the fact that you can correlate the drift of the pendulum to your latitude on Earth. You know, you can...
Don't be silly. If there is any drift, it's done by the magnets. If you're going to claim it is, I challenge you to do it without magnets, filmed from top to tail, 24 hours, kept in motion without magnets, showing deviation. It's never going to happen. I'm a tower crane operator for 20 years. It's never going to happen, mate. I've operated cranes 400 foot tall in single fall. I would know if the Earth was a spinning, wobbling, oscillating ball. It's not. Scientifically impossible. Oh dear, these people are lost in a world of delusions and lies. And this is what they have to do and marinate in daily because they can't refute someone like myself. And here he is again, talking more nonsense. And at the start of this video, there was a straw man misrepresentation of the flat earth.
Hello there and welcome to Seek Truth, Speak Truth. Ex-flat earther, ex-conspiracy head. I'm going to do a series of 25 debunks of flat earth. I have expert knowledge in the field because I left that belief.
You bought into every bit of propaganda, misrepresentation, straw man map regarding the flat earth going. And as a result, were left in a state of confusion. And because of that, you were gaslit back to a delusion. Wake up, fella.
System. Now, I want to break it down into short debunks because I know that I get a lot of flat earthers watching my videos. You will cherry pick and just unfortunately believe everything you are told without really.
Every single claim I make regarding the shape of the earth can be tested and verified by every single person on this earth, yourself included, the results of which prove the globe's impossible, and the results of which mean people like yourself and your pal have to lie and misrepresent people like myself's claims. This is not looking good, fella.
Ever double checking. So I'm going to do a quick debunk in a series and then add them all together as one big debunk video. Number one flat earther claim is the sun is not 93 million miles.
Who cares? Who cares how far the light in the sky is? It doesn't change demonstrable reality, and demonstrable reality proves the globe scientifically impossible. So why are you still entertaining delusional stories attached to a light in the sky? I call them delusional because the results of those stories, the claims, are scientifically impossible based on real world science that can be tested and verified by every single person on this earth. And as a result, people who defend the globe online have to look up and fantasize about things in the sky, yourself included. You have to lie and misrepresent about my fundamental claims. I even destroyed your top boy, had him run away, make an absolute clown of himself when he said physics says so regarding the cranes and the pendulums. He's been triggered ever since and gone on a rampage, not providing real world science, no, just making it even worse for himself by defending space pantomime. Who am I talking about? Yes, of course, your idol, Sci-Man Dan. As if this daft poster wasn't bad enough for the idol of so many online globe representatives. It got worse when he tried to refute demonstrable reality and made a bold claim. So let's have a look. Gigantic pendulums do not have the ability to be dead still and plumb on a non-windy day on a rotating, wobbling, oscillating cannonball that's doing ridiculous speeds in all different directions.
Yes, they do, because physics says so.
I love him for that. I absolutely love him for that, because that was the downfall of Sci-Man Dan, and that proved he was just a delusional nerd that had no practical references and that was quite happy to lie to himself and delude himself and his viewers, because when pushed on that and asked for a practical reference, he ran away. And I've been prodding it with him ever since and highlighting the fact he's just proven the globe scientifically impossible. He said physics says so, but he actually ran away. And of course the rest of his mates, as we already seen, have to lie and misrepresent my claims. Sorry folks, the globe is scientifically impossible. If you're a globe believer, even your idol here has proven that. He made the bold statement, physics says so, but ran away when we asked for some physicality as far as some practical scientific demonstrations involving pendulums. This is why these people have to lie and misrepresent. It helps them delude themselves and, of course, others. And this is the problem with modern day society. We've got people who are so happy to lie and delude themselves. We've got ourselves in a bit of a mess.